So pre-taxi briefing. It's actually a taxi checklist, but it does the same things we need to do as far as what the pilots are going to do. So we're going to probably taxi out to runway. So I remember that.
I think it's a 2-2. There's 2-2s.
Simplest one for us. We're going to go 3-1 left. So we're going to taxi. We're going to take go to Kilo Golf. Take a left on Bravo, right on Juliet. Cross over runway 22 right. You go down Juliet till we hit Zulu. Take a right on Zulu and go to the approach end of runway 31 left, and that's where we're going to take off.
All right.
So for us, that's going to be going out like this, across here, taking off this way.
Yeah.
Okay, red anti-collision light is latched and on. Starting sequence will be right to left is your start selector. So we always wait till we're disconnected from the tow bar in case anything happens. We don't want to run over them or cause any problems.
Probably would be a good thing.
It would be a bad day all around. I actually taxi built airplanes because I went to Detroit and checked out a guy in the new 717 that we have for the fleet. To get him qualified to taxi, check other people, and you know, if everything goes great, it's just a wonderful job. But if anything goes wrong, it can quite possibly be the worst job you ever had. But if you always follow the checklist, you're safe, you're cautious, you make good decisions. Even if something goes wrong and you're following the checklist, you're in good shape. You know, they're not going to get in trouble. Okay, cockpit ground parking brake set. Brakes are set. All right, tow bar is disconnected. We got the bypass pin. You guys are good to go. All right. So we're going to start the right engine. Standby engine selector 2 on. Okay, that's above those 2 oil pressure switches right there. Yep.
Right there, right?
A little bit. So just a little left. There you go. ICAS display engine. It is. Caution cancel switch push.
Which is right.
Yeah.
So make sure that
We're going to get rid of the yellow. That way, if anything is new and pops up, it doesn't disappear in the other ones that are already there.
Okay.
Pneumatic pressure checked.
Which is the
We're seeing about 33, so it's looking pretty good.
Is that what's normal for about on the ground?
Yeah, depending on if it's a hot day, cold day, you got a good new APU, you got a really old, tired APU.
Yeah.
It's got to be at least 25.
All right.
All right, engine start selector ground. So you're going to take this one and you go to the left.
Yep.
Push it in a little bit and go left. All right, this valve right here, you watch it come open. Close it means the valve is doing what it's supposed to. All right, other hand goes right here on the. All right, so I got into N1 coming up. There's N2. That's the main
Oil
thing.
pressure's good. Everything else. So are you waiting for a peak in N2?
Right. We're going to wait till N2 gets as much as we can on. And on these, maybe about 30. This big old fan engine takes a long time for that to come around. N2, oil pressure's rising, N1 rotating, it is. N2 max motor. So when it slows down, when you think that's about as much you're going to get, go ahead and bring fuel on. Yep. Alright, fuel flow is going to be 5 to 6 for starters.
HET's rising.
Okay. The maximum of 750. We don't really see that, but we're going to be okay. Get ready. When this thing goes, it's going to automatically kick 50%.
Okay.
We're going to watch that light come on and go back out. That's important. So, alright, start valve light illuminated, extinguished. Engine low pressure light extinguished. That one of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Okay, that's out. Engine hydraulic pump low pressure light extinguished.
So that's good.
Yep. Absolutely. Generator drive light extinguished.
Generator drive. Good. Right?
Where's the generator drive?
Oh, right there.
Okay.
So that's
The
good.
first one's always easy because you can look at the other one and say, that was not out, but that one is. Generator control off light extinguished.
Okay.
It's right next
Still
to the
there.
drive light.
Right.
This one right here.
Oh, okay.
See how you got an off light here, but
Yeah.
you don't have your drive light. Alright, repeat steps 5 through 21 for remaining engine. Step number 5, ICAS display engine. It is.
Okay.
Caution cancel push. Pneumatic pressure checked. We're good. Engine start selector ground. Okay, now we're going for the left one. So we see the light come on and see the light go out. There you go. Start valve light aluminum extinguished into RPM rotating. It is. Oil pressure is rising. Notice this off the peg. In 1 RPM rotating. It is. And we're waiting for max motor. Get as much RPM as you can. That makes the start cooler. Always. A lot of problems start with guys giving it fuel before we've got as much air flowing through as we can.
And that could cause probably a hot start or something like that. Or, so that's no.
Fuel flow about 500 to 600 on the lineup. Alright, so into is 46, 47, 48, 49. 50, lights on, and lights out. That's good. Engine low oil pressure light extinguished.
Off.
Engine hydraulic pump low pressure light extinguished.
Off.
Generator hydraulic light extinguished.
Off.
Generator control off light extinguished.
Now the right thing to say off or extinguished.
You can simply repeat what's. So what I do with the checklist is, and you might not even have the checklist, you just might be doing. Let me read it, and so I say extinguish, you can go, yep, it's extinguished, because I'm letting you know where it's supposed to be. You tell me if it is or if it isn't. Okay, idle parameters. The following values are approximate and for reference only, because it could be really hot, it could be Atlanta in August, or it could be Minneapolis in December. You have some disparity between the two. So, give me your idle in-ones. Tell me what they are.
26.1 in 1. So that's
good. How about EGT?
EGT is 274.
That's good. E2?
E2 is 65.3.
That's good. Fuel flow?
1.1, so it's at 1,100.
It's 1,100. That's right. That was correct. Idle oil pressure?
Oil pressure is 27 psi.
That's good. Oil temperature?
71 in the right, 59 in the left.
That's good. And quantities? Quantity stabilized?
Yeah.
And is it staying where it at?
16. Is that gallons or quarts?
Yeah, that's usually.
Quarts, yeah.
No, it's usually gallons.
Oh, really? Alright.
Alright. Reposition switches. Engine start selectors. 2 off.
So, right.
Left and right isolation valves. Unlatched, closed. If you bleed valve unlatched, closed. Engine bleed valves latched open.
Latched open.
Engine anti-ice selectors as required. Icing conditions exist when OAT is 10C or 50F. So I'm going to use my tab right there off the upper center screen. 15 degrees downward. Standby engine indicator selector auto.
Standby. Oh, it's down.
It's a little bitty funky switch. Yeah. All right.
Airport diagram here.
All right. We have reviewed the diagram. Brake pressure checked. Still good. Taxi clearance. We know where we're going. We've been cleared to go there. Taxi light switch on when moving. All right. Okay. Parking brake release. Brakes and steering check. Okay, so one hand on the tiller, one hand on the throttle. Move them up a little bit more. Okay, now let them come to you. It's going to take a little bit of brake weight for us. Let that stabilize. All right, now turn a little bit to the left. A little bit to the right. Throttle's back. All the way back. Let's just move down. Check your brakes. So your brakes work. Just a little. Seem to be working okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Check the brake pressure.
Alright. Brake. Easy on the brakes. And you've got the airplane. Just follow this taxi line. And what you want to do is make it look like, Patrick, that taxi line is going right in between your rudder pedals. So if that's what it looks like to you, the airplane's centered.
Alright. So were you ever a line pilot Delta?
No.
Too, or?
No. My only aircrew experience is basically flight engineer on 141s for the Air Force back in the 90s. I've got a few hundred hours of private flying, anything from a Piper Cub up to a PBY Catalina.
You said you flew C-17s too, right?
Crew chief on C-17s. Yeah.
Based out of Dobbins?
Charleston.
Charleston.
But I do catch the C-17 out of Dobbins on Friday nights during our reserve weekend. They come over and pick us up after visiting Florida on the way back to Charleston.
The guy told me there's you can do high altitude, like carbon monoxide or hypoxia training over at, I think Charleston it was, for a pretty cheap price.
I don't know if they've got an altitude chamber or not. I did my stuff at Fairchild during survival school. Fairchild has an altitude chamber.
So left on Broad.
Alright, we're going to make a left turn up here. Now the nose wheel's about 3 or 4 feet behind you, like right here.
So you kind of overshoot it a little bit.
Yeah, you can overshoot it a little bit before you make that turn.
I guess it'd be even worse in the 7.5, wouldn't it?
What's that?
Or getting used to the taxiing the plane? Overshooting it, I guess.
No, 7.5's not really, unless you're talking about a 300, it's not as long as a 7.6 300.
That was the flare of those things on landing with the 7.53s. Are they basically flat, kind of like the 767?
Yeah, you don't round them out as much as you do. Like even the 737-900 is, you guys have to be real careful not to over-rotate them because you will scrape the tail. So something we're finding out since we got the airplane in the fleet now.
This one guy was telling me he jump-seated on United and said the 700s are kind of like overpowered. The 800s are got a good bit of power, and sometimes the 900s are a little, in a way, a little underpowered.
The 900s are a little bit bigger, a little bit longer, but the airplanes are, the engines are rated, they're actually derated for an 8 and a 7. But that has to do with single engine capability and how much rudder it takes to keep them straight when you lose an engine. I'm going to make a right turn here and cross runway 22 right. Just let it roll right on through. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the end of this taxiway and make a right on taxiway Zulu, which will take us to the end of runway 31 left.
So most of the time, the maintenance guys, do they usually taxi planes the engines off and let the guys down there do it, and they just kind of coordinate back and forth? Like if they're moving a plane from a ramp over.
You're talking about Super Tug?
Yeah.
Or Super Tug can move airplanes, but you've got to have somebody in the cockpit to ride brakes in case it takes Super Tug breaks down or malfunction or something happens. Somebody in the cockpit's got to be able to jump on the brakes. But as far as maintenance, if Super Tug has it, they don't need us. But if we're going to taxi, take an airplane from gate to maintenance or maintenance to a gate, then we're up in the cockpit with the engines running.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a right turn. This next one, this will be Zula.
Everybody that's doing those things and sitting in the, even when they're not taxiing with the engines on, they're trained to do it with them on?
No.
Even if they're not doing it this
No.
time?
Super Tech is, no, nobody's starting the engine. They're towing an airplane without the engine running.
Are those guys like certified to do it, even though they're not doing it at that point in time? They've been trained on how to do it?
No.
If in the future they need to?
No. Absolutely not. They're not A&P mechanics. Only an A&P is qualified to taxi the engine, start the engines and stuff like that. Those guys are allowed to operate systems such as air conditioning, packs, APU, electrical, that kind of stuff. Just basic cockpit stuff. It's all on our checklist. All right, we'll go ahead and take the runway. And line up and wait.